morning everyone, and welcome to another live stroll. It is Thursday today, and it is just gone 5 a.m. here in the UK. So what's everybody up to today? Is it a normal work day, leisure day, nothing day? Where are you watching from? What time is it where you are? Normal stuff we like to get out of the way before we start. If you've been with me for a while, you'll know that we've been doing lives sort of every day. Well, now it's just for the foreseeable whilst we're doing shorter strolls. We're just doing it a couple of times during the week, Tuesdays and Thursdays, and then we do it at the weekend, just depending on how the old leg is. The leg really felt like it was getting better, but since the weekend it really has been playing up, which is a little bit worrying. But I'm just going to monitor it and see how it goes, and if I need to go to the walking centre, then that's what I'll have to do. But it's clearly a muscular issue, I'm sure of it, because getting up in the morning, you wouldn't even know there was a problem. Yes, I put the cream on and the spray, but as soon as you start walking, you can physically feel it tightening up. So I'm confident it is muscular, but the problem is, what do? You've got to move around. Failing, I suppose, having crutches, which is just, I just can't do that. Not unless I absolutely had to. I just want to try and carry on as best as I can. I mean, obviously this is why these live strolls, I minimise them, because we're doing shorter walks for a start. And it is a bit worrying, but as I talk to you now, I got up this morning and it felt perfect, but then within about 10 steps you begin to feel it tightening up again. Slightly worrying, but again, there's a lot worse people off than me at the minute, so that's you just have to deal with it, don't you? Come on, Azra. Come on, Azra. Come on, Azra. Come on, Azra, good girl. Azra, we'll walk in the road. Good girl. Anyway, good morning. Do you know what? My phone is so small I can't even see, so I can't even say your name. I do apologise. I really do. Whilst we're out and about, we'll have a chat about Liverpool and football and Formula One. So, what can I say about Liverpool at the minute? Really, I mean, it's very, very worrying. Again, last night I haven't watched. No, that's not true. I've watched all the games, and I did try and watch some of it at the weekend. But the performances are just so poor. It doesn't give you much joy watching them. Go on, Azra. Go on, lead on. It doesn't give you much joy watching them at all at the minute. It really doesn't, and I think that's part and parcel of watching your team. You want to enjoy the style of football they're playing, and it's really, really worrying, this turn that they seem to be in, and the inability at the minute to sort of sort it out. I mean, last night's performance, losing 4-1 at home, even when it went 1-1, yes, they had their moments of controlling the game, and yes, they dominated in some of the possession at times, but they didn't really feel like they were going anywhere. I don't know. For me, I think Slot's got to go back to basics, and if he doesn't accept that, then he'll be gone. I know, seriously think that. I know he's got tokens in the bank, winning the league and everything else, but I do think that now. unless he's prepared to sort of change. And I think Liverpool need to back him as well from the point of view of defensive reinforcements in the summer. And in January, sorry. Summer will be too late. It might be relegated by then, the way they're going, and I mean that. That's a scary thought, isn't it? 11th in the Premier League at the minute. So, I think those players need to have a good look at themselves and say, right, we've now got to go back to basics, and you've got to get some wins on the board and then go from there. But if it didn't happen soon, I've said this at work and I'll say it on here, I reckon he's got 4 or 5 more games, and if the downward spiral continues, I really do think he's in trouble, which is a real shame after last season. And I get there's underlying issues there with obviously what happened with Diogo Jota and obviously the parade, but I do fear for his job, I really do now. And I'm talking as a fan, but as a sensible fan. You'd have all these fans like shouting from the rooftops, "I'll get rid of him now, get rid of him now." Of course they shouldn't do that now, but he's getting to that point now where the performances really feel like they're getting worse, and until they can get themselves out of this rut, I just don't see an end to it, to be honest with you, at the minute. I really don't. I think you'll be surprised what I'm saying with the games. If you start losing more games coming into the festive period, and by the 31st they're closer to relegation zone than they are the top of the league, mark my words, they won't put up with it for long. And I'm not calling for it to happen. Be mindful of that. I'm not calling for it to happen, because I do think he's got tokens in the bank. What I'm saying is clubs don't put up with it. If you think Liverpool don't qualify for Europe this season, you think about the money there. Just think about that for a minute. So it's tough times. I don't think he's that bad either, but something's not right there at the minute. And I get there's, as I say, factors, but he's got to change quick. Really has. If you are new to the channel, do like and subscribe. We do come out every morning. That's at the minute. It is a little bit hit and miss because of my leg. It is a little bit hit and miss because of my leg, but we're definitely out at least a couple of times during the normal Monday to Friday week. Come on, Azra. And then we try to get out the weekend as well. Right, on to Formula 1. What can you say about what happened at the weekend? And I know there's going to be people that just say, if they cheated, they deserve the points taken away. Absolutely agree. But from a championship point of view, it's wide open now, isn't it? And I will say I'm a Lando fan. Might be unpopular with some, but it's wide open now, it really is, this championship, and it's quite scary actually, because the only thing I'll say is that's advantageous is that Qatar and Abu Dhabi are traditionally McLaren tracks, the way it's been going recently. Right, Azra is just going to the loo, so just give me a second, I've got to sort that out, and then we'll be back, so just bear with, guys. Right, Azra, wait. Azra, wait. Right, we're back. Sorry about that, guys. Right, go on, Azra. Lead on. People need to be able to see the lighting up. Come on. Come on. Yeah, as I was saying about the Formula One, I just don't know. I'd like to say quietly confident that Lando will do it, but all you need is something to happen, like taking out of the first corner, a DNF, and then it makes it all very, very different. So, you know, it's not a done deal. I think if he wins, no, I think, yeah, it's a difficult one. He just needs to outscore Verstappen and Piastri, doesn't he? That's what he needs to do. Or just keep, you know, if they outscore him, he needs to be on the podium. Just keep those points rolling in. That's what he needs to do. So, yeah, let's see how it goes. The story will continue tomorrow. We've got a sprint weekend this weekend as well, haven't we? So we've got practice and sprint quali. And then sprint race and quali on Saturday, then the main race on Sunday. I don't know timings, haven't looked properly yet, but it'll all be advertised, won't it? So, right, we'll go this way today, Azra. So as you can see, this is the abbreviated stroll that we do. I mean, it works out just about a mile what we're doing at the minute, and that's more than enough for this wretched leg at the minute. You know, I tried straight away the second week back from Paris to start doing the strolls, and I did it, but I think it was to my detriment. I think I've just got to be a bit more sensible and a bit more selfish and look after myself and get it right, which I did think it was happening, but as I say, as of the weekend, wow. I think I overdid it at the weekend, to be honest with you. Saturday straight Sunday, and I think that's what's done it. So this week I've just been doing slower strolls. Been out every day, just haven't been doing the lies every day. But yeah, I like to keep you guys involved so you know what's going on. You know, a decent amount of subscribers now. You know, some people enjoy the live strolls, which is great. Do have had loads of subscribers from the live strolls, but to be fair, more during the sort of the weekends and when we have better daylight. These strolls now are, you can probably see you can see what's going on. I know you can, because I'm looking at the camera, but it's not as interesting, is it? As I said before, if I bore you, just put me on mute and enjoy the stroll. So where's right, so we're going to get rid of stuff in a bin just across the road, and then we will carry on. There we are back. Sorry about that. I didn't realise it had been interrupted yet again. I hate YouTube at the minute, I really do. You never know what's going on. I look at the screen and I saw it. It's so frustrating. Azra, we're crossing, good girl. We're crossing over, you know where we're going. Right. Right, Right, so let's have a quick sit down, Azra. Let's just rest this leg. Come on, go that way. So that way is going out of the village, going towards Cambridge. Obviously that way is going into the village, and then beyond that Royston, and then beyond that going towards London. We're not on the main, obviously A10 here. The A10 is in the distance, probably sort of a mile that way. I can hear it, so it's not that bad, especially this time of day, and it's quiet. You don't hear it normally, that's for sure. Yeah, a bit of geography for me. Right, let's move on. Come on, Azra. I just find sometimes sitting down just to sort of give the leg a little bit of a rest just helps massively. It really does. So a little bit of a sniffly cold at the minute, guys, as well. It's the time of year, isn't it? Had my flu jab last night. I didn't say about that. And so far, any symptoms that he said I was going to get quite quickly, I haven't had. So maybe that's just being lucky, with this bloody leg as it is. Maybe that's taking all the other aches and pains away. I wish. Right, so go on, Azra, lead on. People tune in to watch you, not listen to me. There we go. Come on, Azra. Good girl, go on. There we go. Thank you for all the likes, guys. Do make sure you're liking and subscribing as well. It does really mean a lot to the channel. As I say, we do try and get out a couple of days a week with the lives, and certainly at the weekend. So I was doing it every day, but just through the way my leg has been, just can't do it at the minute. And these are far shorter strolls. We could do a lot longer ones when one is fully fit. A quick pee. At least by doing the shorter stroll, those that have been watching for a while have seen a little bit different places as opposed to the normal stroll that we were doing, which will come back just when I feel up to it. So it's not like it won't be there, it just for the time being, as I said earlier, just got to think of myself for a bit. So, go on, Azra. Right, ladies and gentlemen, thank you very much for tuning in. We're going to be getting home very soon, so we are just going to come off in a minute. Thanks for watching, thanks for liking, hopefully some subscriptions this morning, and we will catch up either tomorrow or at the weekend. Cheers, guys.